Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building a barn, but it's a haunted barn, and yes, this is what I decided to do with this pack. It's like a nice, like, cottage, pack with, like, cute chickens and stuff, and I decided to make a, cursed, haunted barn with ghosts. But it was really fun, and it was fun to build. There's a lot of hay bales in this lot. You'll see inside, that's basically all that is downstairs on the first floor, because it's not a renovated barn, because I've made those before. This is just a barn. It has like horse stalls, it's got like chicken coops on the second story, and then it's just dirt floor, hay bales. And then there's a ladder. And that is about it. The outside is fun though, because it's kind of worn down, and then it also has like a pond, and it's a pretty fun pond. I was wanting to play with the pond tool because I haven't done that. I've built one thing, but I don't think you're gonna see that until like next week. So that's really fun right there. But I was wanting to play with the pond tool because I haven't done it very much yet, and so I was like, we'll just put a pond here. Because also, in the like lots that I've made for this pack, there's not like much room for ponds, so I don't even know if I've built one of like a normal one for this pack that has a pond, but I also could be wrong because I cannot remember what I've built, so that's real fun right there. Also, these wooden like planks that come with this pack, I don't know what the actual purpose of that is, so I've been just putting them places and calling them scrap wood. I think they don't say anything in the like actual like description of the wood plank, but I would really like to know what that is for. Like, is there a purpose, or is like what I'm doing the purpose of it? Because they're just kind of on the floor, and then I use them for like detailing on this one, I think, but I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. I could probably figure that out by doing like something like a quick Google search, but also that's like a very weird topic. Like, what are you supposed to do with the Sims 4 cottage living wooden planks? It's a very strange thing to look up in Google, but it's not that weird. So maybe, but also, I have, a YouTube channel in which I can just talk into the void here. Maybe I could get an answer, but also I would not know. And also, I'm not sure if anybody else knows, so I don't know. Also, you'll see, like, a couple, like, probably, like, 20 seconds ago at this point, I talked over it, but I added, like, 9 lot challenges to this lot. It's really fun. It's, like, cursed. It's got, like, gremlins. It's like off the grid or something. It's got like everything that I felt like fit, and so it's probably really annoying to play here, but you're living in a haunted barn, so you've got the ghost and the fox that comes over, and you've got like everything breaking. So it's definitely a challenge. I would agree that that's a very good statement about it. I don't think there's any like actual lot traits that I put down. I don't remember, but I think it was just like most of the lot challenges. So yeah, that's what I did. I don't think because the lot challenges are more like the bad ones. So the lot traits I feel like wouldn't make that much sense, because like what on ley line is a very weird one for this random barn in the middle of nowhere. But you could if you wanted to, of all of the traits. I'm not exactly sure. I don't play with the lot traits very often. I forget they exist most of the time, so I'm just like moving past that. They're also kind of hidden, because I don't go up to that area where all that stuff is very often, because if I wanted to check the price of the lot, I usually just go and add it to the gallery, because sometimes the one up there doesn't work. And it's like, this lot is $2,000 and there's a whole mansion on this lot, so it's like, nah, that's not correct probably, and so I'll just do that. So I don't go in that area very much, and so I don't remember the lot traits, but I wanted to put the lot challenges on this one, so I had remembered that, but I don't think I put any lot traits on there. Really mouthful right there. But today, I was actually going to talk about cheer, because I did that this morning. I think I already complained about not wanting to like a couple days ago, but it also could be next week. Not sure. I've already made 6 videos for next week, so you never know. But I know that I talked about it in one of them. I just don't know which one of it was. But if I haven't already posted that video, I had cheer this morning from 6 to 8 a.m. Really fun right there. I woke up at 5:15. I can say that I don't enjoy waking up at 5:15 to go exercise, because that was not fun in the slightest. It like, okay, fine, cheer is fun. The last hour was fun. The first hour in which we ran a mile and did conditioning, that was not fun. I don't think anybody considers that your definition of fun, so that's not even like an unpopular opinion. But it was not fun doing, burpees and like running, especially what I'm going to tell like later. But I woke up at 5:15. I did get up at my alarm. Sometimes I don't do that because it'll just, happen in the background, and I'm just like, there's an alarm, and so then I'll just like sleep through it. I didn't do that, which is good, and so I got out of bed, and I just kind of really quickly got dressed because I had half an hour to get ready, because I left at 5:45 to get over there by 6, all of that traveling stuff. So I woke up and I was like quickly eating, and also I like full on ate a full apple, and I'm a fairly slow eater kind of in most places, but I had been eating this apple, and I had also had issues getting like my shoes on because they're new shoes, and I had issues. I probably should have seen that coming, but I didn't, so I spent like probably almost 20 minutes eating this apple. I don't know how that happened. It was an apple with peanut butter that I was eating. I don't know how it took that long, but it was like almost like 5:45 by the time that I finished the apple, and then I was like rushing downstairs to get, in the car and stuff like that. Real fun right there. But it was a good apple right there. So, and I didn't get sick from that. That's, foreshadowing right there. But moving on to the whole like actually at cheer kind of stuff. I ran the mile, which we'd run a mile every single time we practice. At this point, it's not even that bad. However, I like to full-on sprint at the beginning. I've been trying to not, but my body's like, yes, we must run like we are being chased the first lap. It's really fun. So the first lap, I don't walk, because, that's like kind of the whole thing. You're supposed to like not walk. However, that's really hard, especially because there's so many hills. It's really not fun. But I did that, and then I did the second lap, and I did like 2/3 of it running. This doesn't matter that much. However, when we got back, running makes me like kind of like nauseous, but it's not the running that makes me nauseous, it's how hot I get when I run. It's really fun right there. But I was feeling sick, but I was just like, it's just because I was running. I'll just cool myself down and I'll be fine. Turns out I was not fine. Fun things right there. But when we had started to like move on to do jumps, because we had done that, and then we did conditioning, which is so much fun right there. We did that, and we started jumps, and they started doing jumps, and I was just like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I didn't end up throwing up, thankfully. I just had a miserable hour and a half. So that's good right there. But I went to my coach, and that's when it actually is really bad, because I do not talk to anybody if I'm feeling sick. Like, I full-on fainted in the 7th grade and did not tell anybody that for 10 minutes before that I was feeling like I was going to faint. No, we don't need to tell anybody, no. But I was feeling really bad, so at that point I was like, I'm going to throw up on the floor if I do not stop. So I went to my coach, and I was like, I feel bad. And so I did that, and I stood there, and I went back after like 5 minutes, like not very long, because I didn't want to stand up there like with my water, because I felt really awkward, which is probably not a good thing when I felt like I was going to throw up. But I did that, and I finished jumps, but they were pretty horrible jumps. But like, I don't blame myself for the horrible jumps. I was feeling horrible, so I was just like, we'll just get these over with. And at the end of the jumps, they had us get another water break and like stuff like that. And I went over to my coach, and I told her that I didn't think it was my stomach that was hurting, but it was my lungs, which is true. All of that was true. Because I realized that my stomach pain, it hurt, but I don't think it was from like the stomach, but it was more like up farther, so I thought it was more like my lungs area, and so that was really fun. But then I also was having issues breathing, which is all fun right there. And so I was like, I am having issues breathing, because I could only like take like half a breath, if that makes any sense. So I couldn't get like a full breath, which probably doesn't make that much sense, but it was very difficult to breathe, and it was like causing me like pain. So I was just like, we'll just try our best, because the cheerleading, that part of cheer is not hard in the slightest. As long as you've got the memory for it, it's not that bad. So I was just doing that, and the rest of it was fine. However, I felt like I was gonna faint a good 45 minutes of that area of the time. So that was not probably good. And then also my entire like right side of my body went numb, almost fell on my face. Didn't though, but obviously I didn't tell anybody about that part because, you know, didn't want to do that whole thing. This is an issue, but it'll be fine. I think tomorrow will be okay, because I have to do this 4 days a week for the next 3 weeks. We're gonna hope I don't have to do this every day, or I'm quitting, because if I throw up one of these days, I am not coming back. That was horribly embarrassing when I did in French class. That we ain't doing that again. So we're gonna hope tomorrow's better, but I'm just gonna hope it is and just go into it like I'm not going to throw up. We're gonna maybe try a bit harder. I'm gonna try it less when I'm like, and work a little less hard when I'm doing this stuff, but I'm going to work harder to not throw up. Fun things. But it is almost screenshots time, so it is the end of this, you know, fun talk right there. But subscribe if you did like today's video, if you want to see any more. But as I said, it is almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye.